So YouTube, welcome to another Napoleon Treadlle War multiplayer battle. It's a Clash of the Clans game. Me and my clan from the left, the Imperial Knights versus the A7, As07, something like that. Oh, so we got. Okay, let me pause. So because. Okay, let's start from the visitors. The map is the Galician area. We got Aragorn here playing as Great Britain. He has a very interesting build because he took Major Picton. No, better one. Oh, yes, Major General Picton. Got one Coldstream Guards and Count Rangers, German Legion Foot, and how many? 6 of them. Foot infantry. No, 1. Got Highlander foot, 2 of them, 3 foot, 5 lights, a couple of light dragoons, and militia fashionables, which they are doing a parade over here. So in the middle there's a Treadlle Marechal. He's playing as France. Probably he brought 3 old guards. They must be here, yeah, on the left. A militia, National Guard. 1, 2, 3, 4 Chasseurs, that's the shooter cav. Got 2 Polish Legion, couple of Chasseurs in front of them. He got general staff. He brought also another Chasseur unit here, another Polish Legion Chasseurs, and another Polish Legion. And here is Spade. He's playing as Great Britain also. He got 5 lights, 2 of them the other King German Legion Lightfoot. Foot infantry unit here, King German Legion foot infantry, Major General Picton. That makes 2 Pictons here. We got costume guards, foot guards, 3 of the Highland foot, 3 fencibles in front of them. They don't have many cavalry units, and they prefer to have a British foot spam, but you don't have to bring many cav in this map. Okay, here we got from my clan the mighty me playing as Prussia. Some units here as reserves, and some 5 light infantry. You also got musketeers, 3 of them here. Landwehr, that's a militia, a musketeer unit, a couple of units foot guards, musketeers, Turbaskis. You got the Brotherboom Uhlans, Hussars, and I think that's it. Here in the middle of our formation is the Hellenic warrior playing as Great Britain. He also have the British foot spam. Brought only 1 carve, and I'm gonna skip the build because I'm bored to do that. And here it's me playing as Austria, and I'm commanding the right flank of our formation. And I'm going to attack the hill facing the Great Britain's forces. Okay, let the game begin. So I don't have many lights because I didn't knew. I thought actually I was going to face France, but when the game started, Aragorn was my opponent with Great Britain. So I took plenty of cav because I knew that France would get cavalry here. So here I'm going to do what? I'm going to sacrifice one of my Uhlans just to charge to this British Lightfoot. These dudes, they form the squares, but that gave me the time for my troops to get in the top of the reeds. Not reeds, hill. Yeah, actually it's a small hill here. So I have to fight the excellent British foot infantry there. He got 4 units here, 5 including this one, and I got only 3. That means that I outnumber, and I was charged. Was I? No, I didn't. Now I'm gonna reform a little bit my lines. I'm gonna make a 3 line here with my 3 light infantry over there. I'm gonna get in range because I want to get close to the British foot infantry troops. But here you can see that me and Aragorn were exchanging cavalry attacks. We're both forming squares, while Hellenic and the Treadlle Marechal, they're fighting for the forest over here. the French carves around while British light foot is poaching those guys. They're really good. So, and also you see, no, that I got some Hungarians up here. These guys, they are not as good as the British light foot, not the regular foot infantry. I'm sorry for my mistake. So one of my guys, they are losing. It's the lander, yeah. Here, what I'm doing, yeah, my Hungarians, they have very good melee statistics. So I took the charge here to that British foot infantry, while I'm going to form lines here, and I will try to pick targets and shoot one of these guys. Also, I made the second charge here to that Great Britain foot infantry. I won the fight, but now the British and the French cavalry, it's a clear present danger for my lines. I don't have rear units here to support my troops, so it's only the first line. Meanwhile, you can see from back there that Hellenic is sending some foot guards here to reinforce my troops. So meanwhile, let's see what's going on the other side of the battlefield. We got fight over here to dominate the forest, and France is using the old guards here versus the British foot infantry of Hellenic warrior. Hellenic is still holding back there with his light infantry, while the French chasseurs, they're doing the same. And slowly you can see from in the rear of our lines that the Prussian cav is approaching, and they're going to reinforce my lines over there. Meanwhile, the British right flank is moving forward, probably to meet Prussia. Prussia is holding a very defensive position, and because now he's going to help me here to handle those British soldiers up here, and France is doing the same here on the far left. So Aragorn now is going to push a little bit his light foot. He's going to get, let's see, the line of sight. Not the perfect, but these guys, they can do really good damage here to my poor Grangers. Those Grangers, I mean, they suffered casualties from the enemy cavalry charges, so these dudes, they're dropped to 90 men. So here we are pushing, and no, we are not pushing. I made the charge here with my cav just to push these guys to form squares, and Mighty now with his cav, his cushas, he's hunting down the British light foot. Though Treadlle played his cav very good, because he sent it at the right moment. He forced me to make some squares here, so I won't be in line to shoot these British squares, and we lost that Prussian cav, and now with now with the French cav out, now I will be able to form lines and push the British center over here. Actually, my plan is to push here, and Hellenic's forces is on time here, and you see that all the left flank, the British flank, is concentrate here. So now my plan is to attack here and trying to cut the British from the French, so they won't be able to support each other. So Might now he's gonna send his second hussars. You see that these guys, they're an easy target. They do not have an efficient foot infantry support, so they're gonna suffer casualties. Though I'm gonna take a small risk here, placing my fusiliers over here and sending my Uhlans to hunt down this light foot. But there is an enemy British foot infantry around, so I will take some side shots from that British foot. Let's see what's going on the other side of the battlefield. Nothing much here. The British right flank is holding their position for the time being, but France is trying to push Hellenic's forces up here. This is a bad mistake, because you see that area over there is very good defensive. It's a very good defensive position. It's well fortified, and it's a very wrong move to press over here. You can do that when you win this forest, and you can hold this area as well, and you can push that forest from 3 sides. Otherwise, this kind of attack is going to cost you men, morale, and probably the fight. Bad move. So let's go back here in the fight. Okay. Me and my allies, Mighty and Hellenic, have managed to push the British forces out of here. You can see that we are splitting them in half. I'm trying to cut off this route, yeah, and I got some Uhlans here around, just trying to kill as many as I can here from the British Lightfoot. It's not easy to kill them at once. While Hellenic is pushing his foot guards here to hold these costumes out of here, and he got one of Dragoon's guards. He's hunting down this foot infantry. These guys, they suffered attack in the rear, so they're gonna break soon. So I'm gonna switch roads, and I'm going to support Hellenic. You see, I'm gonna get my first horses around. I'm not going to charge these guys, no. But with that, the presence of my first horses around, these guys, they will form squares, so it will be an easy prey for the foot guards, and that's a good tactic. If the enemy cab is not around, you can use it, so you don't have to make a direct charge to the enemy units. Also, meanwhile, you can see here the left that Aragorn's forces they're in a bad position. I lost my cav, but no, I'm gonna take I'm gonna split my army. I'm gonna send them some here. So I can either support my team Hellenic and kill that elite units, but I changed my mind. No, I'm gonna send only one, and I'm gonna use my other 3 because I didn't want to get on to have only 3 units for here versus 8 of the British foot infantry and a Coldstream guard, and I didn't took that risk. So I changed my mind. So I'm gonna protect my buddies here, Hellenic warriors, the rear, and also I'm gonna cut off these guys permanently from reaching the main core of the army. Okay, let's see what's going on in the center. Okay, we have an attempt to attack here to might these forces. Prussia has a very good defensive position, but Spade, he's sending his Fencibles as a first wave, so he will attract all the first followers. You see that these guys now, they will try to shoot the foot guards, but they didn't do any good job because these guys are suffering 1/3 of their unit losses. Mighty also got Badaboom Uhlans around to support and protect the flank, and also there are some hidden units around there. So if these guys, they will try to overflank and surround the Prussian lines, these guys, they will come to their back and they will slaughter them for sure. So the most important is roads. When you know what to do in the battlefield, then you have many chances to win the game. So a very good attack here from Mighty's forces. He's gonna charge and hand down this island foot, and the other guys here, there are easy prey. Also the foot guards now, they are approaching. I think they're gonna get somewhere around here, so they can have clear shots. Yes, clear shots to shoot that Highlander foot. The Highlander foot meanwhile lost that square, but meanwhile Spade made the 2 line of militia, so he managed to push our cav back, and now he's gonna save his units. So he's gonna retreat around here. He doesn't know that might have some units back there, but it's okay. So let's see what Hellenic's forces are doing here. So Hellenic managed to push French forces from the forest, and now he got the high ground. He got the very good and strategic place here to push the French lines back, and France now has a real problem because lost most of the light infantry. They can't see any chasseurs around. You know, chasseurs is the French light infantry. So with the French light infantry lows, Spade has to spread a little bit his units here to support the France here from Hellenic and the mighty combined Prussian light infantry. So my part almost is done. Now I'm gonna watch Aragorn's British forces over there. I'm gonna concentrate a little bit to what is going to happen here. So Mighty and Hellenic now they have the chance to push their center, the combined center versus the Anglo-French forces, while France has real issues back there because their flank is compromised. And watching that this flank is in a bad position, I took my first hussars from my main core of the army, and I'm gonna charge this Polish Legion because this Polish Legion they can't form squares. So I will give time to Hellenic to move up here, get a very good position, and start shooting the rest of the Polish Legion and the Braves back there. So here I killed that Polish Legion. There's no need to have my hussar around. I'm gonna save them for later use because Hellenic has 3 units versus 2, and he can win the fight for sure over there. Also, Mighty's Trowaskis are around. He's gonna support and kill the remaining the Braves here. There are 35 in the number. They can't form square. Meanwhile, here you see that I won't let Aragorn here out of my sight. I'm not attacking him yet. You see, now I have a very good defensive ground. He can't use his light infantry versus me because the terrain is in favor of me. And as he's pushing his light infantry and his King German Legion Lightfoot, now I have the chance here to hunt down all his left flank and destroy it. So my hussars, after they done with the job back there in France, now they have the time and the men here to support me and support my attack. Now actually my plan is to take down these guys first, and then if I will do that, he won't have any men here to support his light foot. Okay, I'm gonna kill the Fencibles first, and I'm gonna order my Hungarian Fusiliers here to shoot down that Connaught Rangers and that British foot infantry. Meanwhile, that foot infantry lost the capability to form square. I'm gonna hunt them and kill them, and now with my first officers doing the job over there, I have the time to redeploy my men and shoot down the Connaught Rangers. Meanwhile, on the center, Hellenic forces now and Prussian forces, they have surrounded the enemy British forces here on the right flank. They're still holding some ground here on the forces, which is not a very good position to attack because the terrain anomaly is so strange. So you won't be able to see what are you shooting at, except if you go very close and see what command they're shooting. So Hellenic, he still got some dragoon guards here. Those guys, by the way, they did a wonderful job, but these guys, they are exhausted, so they have to rest a bit. But we still got cavalry units around, and now as we speak, it's a matter of time that Spade here will go down. Wow, sorry, wrong buttons. He will go down, and because these guys now they're outnumbered and we still got forces. Actually, Mighty, he still got almost all his army, and Hellenic still got forces here capable of destroy and handle all the French and British troops around here. And what we have here, we have, I think, a phone call. Okay. So, meanwhile, what I'm doing, okay. I managed to surround here those English troops. I think I lost my cab. Yes, I think I lost my cab. Yeah. These guys, the costume guys, you know, they inspired this man because without general they should have broken as we speak. So I got my general stuff around. I think Hellenic he will send me a unit here to help me because you see I'm targeting these guys, the costume guys, but these guys it's not very easy to die. Okay. Oh, my guys here, they're very tired and they're gonna get charged by this King German Legion foot. I have to form square and eventually I will turn this Hungarian Fusiliers to shoot this King German Legion foot from the side, from the back actually. And I'm gonna get my Joseph Alvinci around. And Hellenic is sending his general staff also here to support me. I need morale because the British light foot and the foot infantry it's not so easy to be killed. So I'm gonna use my Joseph here and I will charge those units here. And the costumes, they will form square. I killed one of them. Yeah, that was the deal, to kill one of them and we'll take them one by one. The good thing for Aragorn is that this King German Legion foot won the fight versus my Hungarians. My Hungarians was very tired and they wasn't able to hold that melee charge from the King German. But Hellenic, he got his dragon guards around. These guys, they're exhausted, so they won't be able to make the difference. So I will hunt down the remaining British forces and I will try to kill them while Hellenic is sending one of his Highland foots here to support me. And now Mighty, he's gonna make a full-scale attack here. He's gonna take down all the remaining British troops. He got his foot guards around. And there are 2 Highland foot. But there are those brother Uran which they can be very helpful to take down this Highland foot. They are very good position. They have very good position. They just in range, line clear of sight, very clear of line of sight. But with this smart move, Mighty took his cavalry behind the enemy line, so he will take down this British light foot. He's going to change direction. Nice charge from those body Uhlans. They're going to charge to the rear of the Highland foot, and these guys are losing morale. They're going to drop very soon. Oh, the foot guys are gonna get charged probably from the Highland foot. These guys, they have very good charge bonus. Will the foot guards gonna make it? For a moment they lost their morale. I think, yeah, they are taking shots in the rear from this 2 Prussian light infantry, but those Badabun Uhlans, they're gonna kill those 2 remaining units for sure. But Spade, he stopped his charge. And I think he's gonna help those 2 units to kill that cav. Yeah, he didn't form the square. I think he should have formed a square around, but the musketeers are around, so he can't do many things actually because he's fighting at the side. Also, I think the remnants of the British forces over there, they're ready to fall. Yes, they're breaking. The costumes they're out. Was there? They was holding all that British army in one piece. Now with the coast streams they are out, all the bridges they're broken. So that was the game. We can see here the final shot. So good game to all players. Thank you all for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. And who knows, maybe I will make another video in the future. At least for a couple of months now. I don't know if I will make another new video. I was searching for a good battle here to upload, and I'm gonna take a break for a while, and I want to thank you, all of you guys, for being here and watching those good fights and tournaments that I upload. Thank you all for your support, and who knows, maybe we'll see each other in 2 or 3 months. So ciao, bye bye.